What up, everybody? My name is Major Payne, bringing you a Modern Warfare 3 gameplay / commentary. I'm using the ACR suppress, playing on resistance, ground war domination. The very beginning of the map, I think I jumped in when the score was, 5-7, 5-9. So I want to take the time and talk about a few of the things that a lot of my friends and people I hang out with have been telling me they don't like about Modern Warfare 3, and majority of the things I completely disagree. So a lot of my friends have been saying that Assassin is really overpowered, and in a sense I agree, because if you take into consideration like all the perks, like maybe hardline, the normal version helps you with one thing only, and that's every kill streak is a kill less. And the pro version helps you with every 2 assists equals a kill. So in total that's 2 things. Scavenger, the normal version, it helps you pick up ammo, and the pro, you start off with more ammo. So almost all the perks give you about one thing for the normal, and then maybe one or two for extras for the pro version, and Assassin gives around 7. So yeah, I agree it's overpowered in that sense, but not in the sense that if you're running around and a guy's using Assassin, he's gonna kill you. Like one of my friends in particular, a couple of my friends actually, have been saying that every time they die and they notice that it's Assassin, that they blame their death on Assassin, which isn't true. Because yeah, the guy had Assassin on. Yeah, if you had a UAV and you wouldn't see him. But that doesn't mean that if you run a corner and he runs a corner at the same exact time you see each other face to face, that because of the fact that he has Assassin on, he's gonna kill you. That doesn't make sense. So my way is, Assassin doesn't really bother me, because personally I don't really look at my radar all that much. Like, I'm not saying I never look at my radar, but if it's it says friendly UAV, I'll take a scan at the radar, see which general area the enemy is at, and then I'll make my way over there, instead of like right in the middle of the map, look up, say, oh, is he here, is he there? Because that, you're putting yourself in the open, that's the time you're gonna die. Another thing one of my neighbors actually says is that one of my neighbors says the Type 95 is overpowered, the other one says it's not. And personally, I'm not going to take sides, but I really don't think it's overpowered. Because now the one gun that I could say from, Black Ops, obviously the FAMAS, in the sense that with the FAMAS you can rush and you can do really good. You can camp and you can do really good, and you could be like semi-aggressive and do really good. It's just, it doesn't really matter what gun the other person has, because even if you have, you're not that good, but like if you're playing with, a guy who's like maybe like a 1.20 KDR going against a guy with maybe a 1.80, and the 1.20 is using the FAMAS and the other guy's using an AK-47, the chances of the 1.20 winning are a lot higher than the 1.80, just because of the fact of what gun he's using. Now in this game, you can't really rush with a Type 95, because it's a 3-shot burst, and yeah, you'll get kills with it, but it's not really meant to play as a rushing weapon. It's more for like mid-range to long-range, semi-aggressive type of player. It's really good for that kind of person. But if you're gonna run straight in their spawn, it's not really, unless you hip fire all the time, and even then it's not that really useful. Like if you were rushing, I'd use the PP90 or water gun, as a lot of people call it, or P90. A lot of subs. The subs are really good for rushing. Another thing is, a couple of my friends have really been getting mad at this game, saying, oh, I don't like this game because of the spawns. And yeah, I'm not gonna say the spawns are good, that they're just mad because they suck, because most of them don't suck, and it is true, the spawns are really, really bad. The only thing is, I play ground war while a lot of my friends play normal domination, and I'd say the 2 maps that have like really bad spawns would be Mission and Hard Hat. I think both of those maps have pretty bad spawns. And one example from one of my friends is he said he was in, like, he killed somebody and then he was laying down a reload, and right behind him the other person spawned. And I mean, the way people say things, they're not gonna say, you know, this happened, or they're not gonna give you the full story. But I'm thinking the full story is that he was rushing, he was in their spawn, and you know, if you're playing ground war domination, you have A and B and they have C. They're not gonna spawn at A. They're gonna, you know, spawn relatively near the one flag that they have. So in this sense, like right now, we have A and C. So I mean, yeah, I don't really know where they're gonna spawn now, because in this game they spread the spawns out a lot. So see that they're spawning right there, like kind of near B. So if I'm lying there, I'm gonna, you know, if they spawn right behind me, I can't really get mad at it because I was in their spawn. So I'd say, I mean, if you're gonna rush, then you know that's just one of the things you have to deal with. That, you know, if you have A and B and they have C, and you're running around near C, they're gonna, if someone spawns right behind you and kills you, you can't get mad at them and say, oh, that was a horrible spawn, because you're the one place they're spawning, you're there. And one thing that I actually believe that a lot of people don't like, and I have to agree, is that I know in this game, Infinity Ward or Sledgehammer, they were all really focusing on more gun-to-gun gameplay, or, you know, teamwork and gun-to-gun, like less of using kill streaks all the time, like for Modern Warfare 2, less AC-130s, you know, chopper gunners, and people going for nukes all the time. So they wanted to make it where people were more objective. Like, so they added where every time you cap a flag, you get a point streak, or if they added kill confirmed, where you got to confirm the kills to help your team to play more objectively. But the sense that they ruined it is a lot of these, look at this nice triple, a lot of the maps, or quad, I think it was quad, I don't know. A lot of the maps they made way too small, so for the few kill streak that you do get, like I understand Modern Warfare 2, you know, everyone wanted to get the choppers and people won't cap flags. But in this game, I mean, they still should make it where you can use a couple kill streaks, like the Reaper. One of my friends says it's horrible, and I personally, I like it because I've used it a lot. Like every time I prestige, you know, I get around maybe, I don't know, because I use different kill streaks, but I get them a lot. And after using something a lot, you get good with it. You can't expect yourself that the very first Reaper you get, you do bad with it, and that just means that it sucks. Or that, because sometimes you could be very good with the Reaper, and it all depends on the map you play on. Like, for example, what would be a very bad map for a Reaper? Well, like the close quarter maps, like Seatown. Seatown is the perfect example. Reapers are not very good there because there's so many buildings. Now, I don't expect them, you know, to make all their maps like Wasteland or Afghan, but like look, this map also. It's full of a lot of buildings that people can hide in. It just depends. Like, you can't get one Reaper here and say, oh, since everyone was in a building, that the Reaper sucks. You have to try it in different maps. Like Interchange. Interchange is a really good map for Reapers because there's not many spots you can hide in. And the few spots you can kind of maneuver your shot to get there and to kill the guy. But, I mean, like other kill streaks, like the Osprey Gunner, that's good in a lot of the maps because they worked really, like, a lot for that. But the AC-130, that was like a major kill streak that everybody liked from Modern Warfare 2. Personally, I sucked at Modern Warfare 2. I was horrible. And the thing that shocks all my friends is that, I mean, this game is kind of like Modern Warfare 2 in the sense that, you know, like in Black Ops, you didn't die as fast. So, you know, bullets do more damage in this game. And it just shocked everybody, including me. I didn't think I was going to do this good. And it could be that, you know, I'm not very good, but from what I say, I think I am pretty good. So I want to say that to wrap things up, that I really don't think that many of these things in this game are overpowered, like Assassin or Type 95. But the one thing I should say is they should make the maps a little bit bigger. So I'll continue this on my next commentary. So make sure to comment, rate, subscribe, guys.